Hey guys, it's Andy. She blinded me with refractors. And last night I had the opportunity to go watch my Oklahoma City Thunder play the Dallas Mavericks. This was the first chance that I've had to see Luca play in person. And I mean, no big surprise, but he's incredible. And of course, last night, as many teams around the league had been doing, both teams paid tribute to Kobe Bryant. And throughout the game, it was an incredible game. I mean, Dallas ended up winning by, I don't know, around 10 points or so. Luca was phenomenal and just, as advertised, if not better. But I found myself, really thinking a lot about Kobe. And in particular, this is probably the game that sticks out most in my mind. And it has, obviously it's a game that I was able to attend, and it's the only time that I did see Kobe play in person, and that was Game 6 of the 2010 NBA playoffs. It was the first round between the Thunder and the Lakers. It was played here at the time it was called the Ford Center, which everyone now knows as Chesapeake Energy Arena, but it was the Ford Center back then. And this was only the second year for the team to be here in Oklahoma City, and obviously our first time making the playoffs. And wouldn't you know it, round one, we get to face off against Kobe and the Lakers. And we had been fortunate enough to extend the series to Game 6 here in Oklahoma City. And wow, my brother and I, we were so excited about this game, so we had to grab some tickets. So we ended up, I think we paid like $125 a ticket, and we were up in what's called Loud City, which is, third level. We didn't care. We just wanted to be in the arena. And if you guys have ever heard people talk about the crowds here in Oklahoma City and how loud it can get, I had to look this up earlier because I can remember the crowd noise being incredible, but at one point in the game, the decibel level reached 112, which I think it's 115 is the equivalent of a rock concert. So just a very, very cool atmosphere to watch a game in. So this game went back and forth like a lot of, NBA games and especially playoff games do. We were down by, I think we were down by probably like 6 or 7. And with like 2 minutes left, we were able to take a 1 point lead. And then, fast forward ahead, we miss a shot. We're up by 1. We miss a shot with, I think, around 15 seconds left. And they get the ball to Kobe. And Kobe dribbles it down the court. The time's slowly ticking down, gets down to 10 seconds. And, with around 7, 8 seconds left, I believe. I mean, this has been, 10 years ago, so I'm trying to remember it as best as I can, but 7 or 8 seconds left, he starts to drive, and he goes to the right baseline. He takes the contested jump shot with my guy Westbrook defending him, and he misses the shot, and then Pau Gasol tips it in with like .5 seconds on the clock to give the Lakers the victory. And it was the crowd, as loud as it had been in there, there was just silence at this point. And Kobe had a phenomenal game, by the way. I think he had like 30 or 32 points, something like that. And this Lakers team also, by the way, they went on to win the championship that year. So, but it was just a cool moment, cool atmosphere. Obviously, great to see Kobe play in person. One of the things that really stood out about this game too was at the end of the game, even though we lost the game, our crowd gave a 5 minute standing ovation to our team after the loss. And I can remember going back later and watching, they were interviewing Kobe after the game, and you could still hear the crowd just, going crazy, cheering our team off the floor. And they asked Kobe about, them having, the Lakers having like a 7 point lead with, 3 or 4 minutes left in the game, and then the Thunder coming back to take the lead. They asked him about that, and he was, he was always a big fan of both Durant and Westbrook. I mean, he thought a lot of those guys, and at this time, Durant was in his third year, Westbrook was in his second year, James Harden, Serge Ibaka were both rookies. But I can just remember Kobe talking about, he's like, those kids just didn't want to lose, and they really made us earn this. And Kobe, he always talked really well about our team here, and he really talked well about the crowd here, as a lot of other players have as well. But you could tell that there was, even in the early stages of the career for these guys, Westbrook, Durant, Harden, those guys, like Kobe, he had a lot of respect for these guys, and it was just a really cool moment. And I wish I would have had the opportunity to see Kobe play more often, but that's a memory that I'll always have. Seeing the Mamba in person, and yeah, he certainly didn't disappoint that night, and obviously he had a tremendous career, tremendous life. It's just really sad that the way things happen sometimes in life. But it really, last night at that game, just thinking about him, and it just makes me think that we really need to appreciate these athletes, and the people that's in our everyday lives, because you never know what life is going to have in store for any of us. So yeah, take advantage of the time that we do have, watching these players, and the time that you do have spending with friends and family, and never take any of that for granted. So yeah, I just wanted to hop on here and just share that with you guys. And of course, got to show a couple of cards here at the end. So yeah, I'll always remember Kobe as, just a absolute monster on the court, just the ultimate competitor. So yeah, I just thought it'd be fun to share this story, and just to kind of have it on here. And it's been a rough couple of days for for sports fans across the world. So just keep Kobe's family and all the families that were affected by this in your thoughts and prayers, and just appreciate each other, guys. All right, thanks. I'll see you later.